It's been 10 years since I've gone vegan, and I'm still alive, guys. Welcome to the Plant-Based Switch with me, Nafsika Antypas, where we explore the transformative power of plant-based living for your mind, body, and soul. Join me as we have honest conversations about health, wellness, and living more compassionately. So it's been 10 years since I've been vegan, and I decided it's time to start my own podcast finally. I started off with my TV show that aired for 3 seasons on A&E. Plant-Based by Nafsika was the first vegan lifestyle series to air on mainstream television. And we did it for 3 seasons, until COVID came along and ruined it for everyone. On my series, I interviewed doctors, nutritionists, and all kinds of experts and professionals, even the creator of the first plant-based milk. Yay! What? But why did I do it? What made me go plant-based in the first place? Well, for my first podcast episode, I'll share my story. It was a cold January night in 2014. Wait, you know what? Let's go back, way back to the 90s. The 90s, the glorious era of epic music, questionable hairstyles, and unbridled freedom. It was a time when our biggest worries were whether to use a cassette tape or a CD. And when hanging out meant actually being outside, not just scrolling through the social media. I grew up in a Greek household. My father is the owner of the leading importer and manufacturer of premium Greek foods like olives and olive oil. I was known as the olive oil girl. I know this because one time in my teens, I walked into a bar and overheard someone saying, "Hey, that's the olive oil girl." I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. And speaking of olive oil, if you're looking for a good Greek olive oil for your everyday cooking, look no further than Irini extra virgin olive oil. It has a mild yet fruity taste, making it perfect for drizzling over fresh salads or golden roasted potatoes, or simply for dipping warm, crusty bread into. Pick up some Irini olive oil today at your local grocer. Irini extra virgin olive oil, 4,000 years old and still a virgin. I was very active growing up and always in great shape and watched what I ate. In grade 6, I remember making diet plans for my friends. I would give them tips like replace your butter with olive oil, or cut down on your bread, cut down on your meat and dairy. Crazy, I was doing this and I was just 12. I'm still doing it today. Oh, here's a photo of me figure skating just to show I used to be athletic. I did competitive figure skating for my entire childhood, right up to age 15. Skating 3 to 5 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a day. Skating was my whole life. I'd go skating right after school, come home, eat dinner, and do homework. That's all I really had time for. Well, I would relax to some music, of course, and watch a show or two. It's funny because I would limit my TV watching. Like, no one ever told me to do that, but I would just somehow limit myself to like 2 30-minute episodes max a night. And I was just a kid. Anyway, let's fast forward a few years to when I first became vegan. So it was a cold January night in 2014. I was nursing baby number 2 and looking for something to watch on Netflix. I came across a vegan documentary and I was like, you know what? Let me watch it. What the heck? So I checked it out. The film itself was pretty good, but it was this one particular scene that really drew me in. I was watching a baby calf being pulled away from its mama by a rope, and I seriously looked at my baby that I was holding at the time, and I'm like, my milk is for my babies. Why would I steal another baby's milk? And just like that, I made the switch. I was like, that's it. I'm never eating meat or dairy again. And I didn't. From that night on, I became vegan. So I started researching immediately for recipes and tips on what to eat and came across all these great articles. Some were helpful. Others tried to scare people away about nutrient deficiencies. So I created my own meal plan for the week. And the next day, I got to cooking. I pretty much used whatever I had in the kitchen because, well, growing up in a Greek household, we've always enjoyed a good amount of plant-based foods. The Mediterranean diet actually consists a lot of vegetables and legumes. So I already had lentils, spinach, and greens in the kitchen. My 2 boys were still babies at the time, so they just ate whatever I cooked for them, so that wasn't an issue at all. My hubby, well, it was a bit of a challenge for him, but he actually makes a really mean meatless sauce right now, and my mom too. We have a lot of good chefs in our family. Fast forward to 2015. I couldn't find a vegan show that would help people like me go vegan. So I made a show. Join us on Plant-Based with me, your host, Nafsika. For the past 6 years, it's been my mission to educate everyone about living a healthier, more sustainable, and more compassionate lifestyle. I wanted Plant-Based to be the world's first vegan lifestyle series on mainstream television. This is good.
Oh, wow. It's so good.
I want to break the stigmas, the negative stereotypes, misconceptions about being vegan.
They taste like regular cookies, but better.
And they're vegan.
We'll meet doctors, nutritionists.
1 teaspoon once a day is equal to 10 serving of raw organic fruits and vegetables.
Good for the planet, good for the body.
Experts in the field, you're the actual inventor of Rice Dream that will teach us about living a healthy, plant-based vegan lifestyle. You can make it before your friends come over, pop it in the oven. It's perfect. Like I always say, if you plant it, it will grow. Veganism has changed my life, and I want to help change yours too. Join us on Plant-Based with me, your host, Nafsika. I found my New York crew, and within 6 months, Plant-Based by Nafsika was airing to 70 million households. Cool, right? While I was doing that and gaining new knowledge, I decided to take a 1-year course and get my health coach certification. And alas, the Plant-Based Switch program was created. I first created the program as an online course and then a book and app. And now we've got the podcast. You can find everything on theplantbasedswitch.com. So that's my story in a nutshell. I really hope you find the podcast helpful as we meet here a few times a month to learn cool tips about the lifestyle, discuss different topics with experts, and share your plant-based journeys and experiences. We're making the plant-based switch for your mind, body, and soul. I would love to hear from you. Share your experiences in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in to the Plant-Based Switch. I'm Nafsika Antypas, helping you throughout your plant-based journey. And remember, if you plant it, it will grow.